folks. Today I wanted to show you that C lick, that little single string idea. I don't play a whole lot of single string stuff, so when I can find something here or there I can work in, it's very effective, and I like it. It kind of raises your eyebrow a little bit. This one is a C lick that's going up the scale. Okay, I found it on the tab for the old spinning wheel off the Banjo Hangout, and it was just at the end of the song. So it worked really good if you're in the key of C, but it also works some other places too, and I wanted to show you that coming up in just a minute. But let me show you the lick. You basically start with the fourth string open, and then you go to the first string, then the second, said that wrong. Start with the fourth string open, and then you go to the first fret of the fourth string, and then you go to the second fret of the fourth string, and then you go to the third string open, and then the second fret of the third string, and then the third string open, and then you're landing on the C note, which is at the second string on the first fret. And you alternate, at least I do. I'll talk about my right hand in just a second, but I start with my thumb. So it's hard to get up to speed, so if you keep working on it, you can get faster at it. My right hand, I do thumb, index, thumb, and then index, and then I double thumb it. It's what works the best for me for what I end up usually doing after I do the lick, after I land on that C note. So thumb, thumb, index. That's the only time I do a double thumb. You could probably just keep alternating thumb and index, but I wanted to tell you that's what works best for me. So here is a close-up of my right hand. Whoops. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. That was right into the microphone. I tried to back off. So it could go at the end of a song. If you're in the key of C, it could be a nice ending. In fact, there's two different endings that I figured out you could do. But also anytime that you're holding a C chord for about a measure, you could put this lick in. And it also works for a transition. If you're in the key of G and you're going G to C, you can do it as a transition and land on that C note. So I wanted to show you all of those. The first one there is like at the end of the old spinning wheel. So just kind of do it and hit a strum, and that's the end of it. That's one place. Another one, let's see, I put at the end of another one in C, which was Nashville Skyline Rag. So and I'm fumbling around on it, but it's it works really nice. Because most of the time you do that lick is to give you a little bit more to it. Okay, and then another place that works really well is if you are playing a measure of C, even if you're in the key of G. So let's do Red River Valley. So normally Red River Valley goes. So you're holding that C for a whole measure. So what instead, this is kind of neat. We're going to syncopate a little bit. instead of hitting that C, we're going to do a run. We're going to do that little single string run. So it's going to sound like this. So a little bit slower for you. So I never do hit that when I transition chords to the C chord. I actually leave a pause there and then go just do the single string run. So that's fun. And then it also works well on transitioning from G to C. A good place you could do that would be John Hardy, because you keep going from G to C, and most of the time you're going. See. So it's another place you could use that kind of G to C transition. You could do this one instead. So here's the way it would sound. Yeah, so it's kind of hard to get in there if you're doing it fast. So I'm still working on it myself, but it goes. I think you get the idea from there. So a lot of different places it could be used. Could be used when you're playing in the key of C. It could be used at the end of that, just as an ending. It can be used if you're in the key of G and you've got one measure of C, especially if the target tone is that C, that second. If you're playing the melodies on the second or first fret and you're holding it out for a while, you need something else to do. You can do that little run, which gets you back to the C. A lot of times, sometimes the C, the melody's down here on the lower strings, and I don't think it would work quite as well. And then the other place would be as a G to C transition. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed that and figure out some places you can work that in. Take care.